I mean, okay, fine. So as much as I know that I have a tendency to be a little maybe too honest, about things that borders being mean, what it really comes down to is I like my energy being isolated as my energy. And that's all it really is. But, beyond that, it's, if I think about, if I think about an educational endeavor to gain knowledge about what would happen if I did mingle energies with a man again, it would be a really, really hard sell to go backwards to some men. Be an impossible sell. And that's what it comes down to, is, what's unclean to me is unclean to me. And, it's like, I'm also not going to eat pork anytime soon, okay? So, you'd have a way better chance of getting me to eat, like, a steak or, like, a tuna sandwich than, like, pork, And, you're never going to get me to eat pork, no matter how delicious bacon is. I'm not eating pork. And that's just kind of what it comes down to. It's, bacon's delicious, okay? But I'm not going to eat it. Because what's unclean for me is unclean for me. And I just, but either way, I don't like, I have eaten meat in years and years now, so, I'm not going there, and I like myself better meat-free, okay, and I like my energy better just all me, and, but it's not like I don't think about, don't I need to know what would happen, but, it's kind of like, why, it's like, I kind of, from an I know what would happen, because I've been down that road before, and doesn't it just not make sense? It just doesn't make sense to sleep with someone that I don't like, right? I mean, that's stupid, right? I mean, it's like, why would I, it's like shooting myself in the fucking head, like, I'm not gonna, I don't even need to shoot myself in the head to know that that's a bad idea. So it's like, why not try somebody that I don't know whether or not it's shooting myself in the head, right? Obviously.